What is up, you guys? I am back at it with another video, and this is going to be an update on my nipples. So grab your beverage, your snack. My name is Marcy, and let's get started. My dog just walked in. I'm drinking tea, and I don't even know where. Okay, I think where I left off was that either my left or my right nipple was kind of hurting, or like not hurting but just annoying. I felt some type of discomfort. Nothing painful to the point where I needed to go see a doctor or anything, but I was in a car accident. And I had to get my T removed. If you don't know what that means, look it up. It's birth control. But anyways, before I went to get it removed, that pain that I had was completely gone. But a few things happened between me having to get my T removed to now. So I had to get it removed because of the car wreck. My birth control actually moved, and my doctor went ahead and gave me, did the woman's test where they check, making sure everything's fine. And he had to, well, first he asked if my nipples were comfortable, if they were in pain in any sort. Obviously he was asking because my nipples are pierced. And I said, no, they're normal, they're comfortable, nothing's wrong. And then he didn't prepare me for what he was about to do, or he didn't like tell me what he was gonna do. But I haven't gotten that woman's test in years because I avoid 100% going to the doctor. I'd rather just live in pain, I guess. I don't know. But so he squeezed my nipple, both of them, and that hurt so bad. My nipples got a little swollen. It didn't hurt. Let me make that very clear. I said I'm being dramatic. It sored. So obviously when you get your nipples pierced, your nipples become more sensitive, and I didn't realize that this test had this part of the test where they have to make sure that nothing is squeezing out from the nipple if, you're not a mom. And now I'm not a mom. I'm not planning on being a mother. So, I had to get that done, and that was interesting. Everything's fine. Thank God. No, nothing crazy going on with me. Or there was some crazy stuff going on with me at that time, but nothing with my nipples. Okay, so then, I then had to, and this recently just happened, I had to order, retainers for all my jewelry because I had to go get an MRI. So that was interesting. Let me share that story. So my MRI was last Friday. But Thursday night, I'm literally like, in the mood, like, oh, I'm so tired, let me just get ready for bed, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm laying in my bed, and then a light bulb just goes up. Fuck, I need to take out all of my jewelry and put in these retainers. I had taken all of my earrings out, and that's easy. I can take those. They won't close up. I've had these for years. Like, I get out of bed. And I'm like, great. I should have done this a few days ago. So if I needed to go to a shop, I could. Me always doing shit at the last minute. Okay, so I sit down in my makeup vanity and start to work. And when I mean I start to work, I was like, literally was like, I'm gonna do my nipples first because I was terrified. And the reason why I'm terrified is because nipples tend to close very, very quickly. As in, like, if you don't have any type of jewelry in your nipples, they will close within an hour, I want to say. I'm not an expert, but I had a friend who got his MRI. He had his nipples pierced, and I obviously didn't ask him how long it took him for him to notice that his nipples were closed, but they did close. So here I am. It's like 11 at night. I am mentally getting ready. Mentally getting ready what I'm about to do, picking out my jewelry, because obviously I had picked like a multi-pack. If you're interested, I will put in the description down below the pack that I ordered, because they had the screw nostril piercing jewelry. Okay, so I take this one out, I believe. Was it this one? It was this one. Perfect, easy. Okay, I had the retainer ready for it to go. I took it out, everything. I put it on my vanity because I'm like, I cannot lose this jewelry because I don't want to wear this retainer. And I put in my retainer real quickly, closed it up, made sure it was closed up because the retainer actually had the two screws, two balls, where my original jewelry had only one that unscrewed. Okay, easy. I'm like, awesome, great, awesome. Let's move on to the next one, which is this one. I was losing my freaking mind because it would not go unscrewed. So I'm here like, what the heck? What do I do? Who do I call? Who can come here at 1 o'clock, at 11 o'clock at night on a Thursday night? Who can come over and help me unscrew this freaking piercing? And y'all, I was panicking. I was panicking because this is how MRI works. One clinic can have one MRI scanner. So one out of the whole clinic. Okay, meaning that your schedule, just go to your schedule appointment. If you need to reschedule before, awesome, you know, but like, don't cancel at the last minute because there's a high chance that you will not. If you live in Atlanta, I feel like if you live anywhere else, it's fine because like it's, you know, but I feel like Atlanta is becoming that state that everyone gets into a car wreck and MRIs are just being booked. Okay, so I'm like, I don't want to reschedule, you know, I don't want to do that, you know, I kind of want to get this done and over with. Okay, so I'm like, let me take a break. Let me take a break from this one. And y'all, I was about to cry because I was just losing my patience, and I have a lot of patience. Okay, so I then do my nose, I get them out. Let me tell you, the retainers were really painful to put on. I don't know why. I think it's because they're like very flexible. I don't really know why, but it hurt. It didn't, I keep saying hurt because that's just the first word that comes into my mind. It didn't hurt. It was more just uncomfortable. It made one of my eyes tear a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so then I moved to my Medusa. And let me tell you, my Medusa, that was another one where I was like, if this Medusa ever closes, I'm going to get it repaired immediately. 1. 2, it was another one that was very, very difficult. Not to unscrew, but to actually put in the retainer. Let me explain why. Okay, so the retainer for the Medusa, the one that I was able to find, it was just plastic, just like the Medusa, the flat, the stud. But instead of there being a ball or something, it's just something that goes, how can I explain it? It goes in like a condom. I hope that makes sense. Let me find it and I will show you what the heck I'm talking about, because it's so hard to explain. And I had never seen any type of jewelry or retainer. I mean, it's not a jewelry, it's a retainer. A retainer like this. But once again, I've taken my jewelry for MRIs because I've never gone like, I mean, before I didn't have like my Medusa. I mean, I did have a Medusa. But you know what? Let me, before I get the jewelry, let me explain why my ass last year did not, like, I walked into that room as a total bitch. Okay, so last year was another car accident, and the MRI people were being such a pain in the ass that they were like, oh, you can't bring in your jewelry. I was like, I don't care. I already told you guys that I have jewelry and I'm planning on not taking it off. So I ended up getting like a different scan or whatever. But they canceled at the last minute 2 times. 2 times. So when I walked in there to get my MRI, I was a total fucking bitch. And I was like, I'm not taking my jewelry off. I'm sorry. Unless you want to take it for me and you can pay for me to get them re-pierced, I'm not taking them off. I was a total bitch. So this was my first time me actually, you know, like buying a retainer, like retainers for my piercings, because they were actually really nice and they booked me in really quickly. But let me see. Okay, I think they're in here. I don't know if they're all separated, but I'll show you. So, oh yeah, there's one in there. Here are the nostrils from my nose, and I'll show you guys really quickly what they look like. So if you're interested, I think these are really good. It was a whole bunch for a very cheap, affordable price, but obviously buy what you really truly need. So see, it has a screw. This is the best nostril jewelry to have. Okay, so, and I think the reason why it was uncomfortable is because they're flimsy. They're not like metal. Okay, I'm trying to see if I can, okay, here's one. I'm gonna show you what the Medusa retainer looks like. This is just the one that came in this package. I'm pretty sure you can wear these wherever. It's more of like a multi-use type of retainer. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend putting this on your nose because, yeah, but you know, like in your ear or your Medusa. So this is what it looks like. It has a flat back. Can you see? And so this part right here moves, and it fell, but it moves, and y'all, I was terrified. I could not put that little thing like in. I lost that one forever. I'm never gonna recover that one. But they have these also. I didn't use these or these. I don't have a belly button and I don't have a huge bar, so I was gonna throw them away, but I'm like, maybe I'll have a friend who needs them one day. I could have put these on, but I didn't even know these were in here until just now. They have these ones, which are regular nose jewelry, and then these ones for multi-use pretty much. And then I guess I'll show you the ones. More nostril retainers. And then these, are they in here? And then, okay, I don't know. These are like regular earrings for like your ears, you know. And then, shoot, where did it go? Okay, it pretty much looked like this, like the long bar, but like half of that for my nipples. I don't know why they're in here. They're probably in somewhere else. And another one. And another one. Oh, I think I found them. Here they are. So I wore these right here. They were a little, I want to say a little too tight. So if you're able to find some bigger ones, go ahead, get them. But that, okay, so I finished my whole face, which was what my face is what I'm really more concerned when it comes to my jewelry. My ears, it's like I really don't care, even though I do have a lot. I don't think I've ever shown you guys all the jewelry that I have in my ear, but I have 4. So 3 and then 4. People never noticed that I had this one up here just because I had like a regular jewelry on here, like, you know, regular, and then I just put in hoops. And then I also have 3 here. And then this is the recent one that I just got. Okay. Look at me showing and telling. Okay, so after what it felt like an eternity, I went back to my left nipple. And I have, if you have a lot of piercings, I recommend you investing in one of these. These are made so you put in the little ball in there, and they like automatically close, so like it doesn't move. So I remember that I had this, and this, let me tell you, this is what was able to it didn't unscrew, but it made sure I wasn't moving the ball. So I like clamped it. Y'all, I was like, if this ends up like closing, because I don't react too fast, because when I tell you, when you get a brand new piercing, you want to, and if you need to change them because you're getting an MRI, if you don't have a really good reason to be changing them when it's still in the healing process, I recommend you just not do anything. But if you really have to change them because you're getting an MRI, whatever the case may be, you have to act fast. If you don't act fast, then you'll lose the jewelry. If you lose the jewelry, then you're kind of screwed, because it's gonna start closing, because they just close quickly. Okay, so I had it clamped, and it started to kind of, I don't want to say bleed, but like, you know, some of red liquidy, like not blood, but more like a pink liquid was coming out. Not a lot, but just, I think it's because of me just twisting and trying to get it unscrew for a long time. It was getting pissed at me, and it was getting very, very swollen, and just really just, it was not happy with me. Okay, so I needed to be extra gentle with my left nipple. Okay, so I clamp it, I start twisting, me thinking that the one on the left side, the left ball, is the one that's going to unscrew. To my surprise, it's the one I'm actually have it clamped. And I immediately just like put them there, like all my vanity, grabbed the retainer, put it in, and it hurt. It hurt a little bit, I'm not going to lie, just because I feel like since I had been tugging and trying to get it unscrewed for such a long time, and I wasn't giving up because I'm like, I need to get this MRI. It was just pissed. The right one, it was great. It was awesome. It was like, we're chilling. We're not really liking our new home, but this is what we got. Okay. And then I was really scared because the retainers, I felt like they were really easy to like come off. I didn't feel very secure. So when I woke up, the first thing I did, I was like, let me check my nipples. Let me check my nipples. Let me check everything that's fine. And then I just was constantly, during work, I was constantly checking. And I do recommend this if you do have retainers for a temporary time, either for work or for MRI or whatever the case may be. Please do check, because obviously it's not metal, it's plastic. It will get loose pretty quickly. So just FYI, okay? I got my MRI. I was able to come home, take a shower, I was constantly checking. I was constantly going to the bathroom and just checking on my nipples, just because I invested a lot of time and money and dedication to make sure my nipple piercings are 100% great. And then I went to get my MRI, which was easy peasy. It was so quick. I loved it. The funny part about me getting this MRI was it was located a place where me and my ex-husband actually had a date, which was the funniest shit. And then also it was a place where so it's a plaza and it has different things. Okay, I don't want you to think that like one of our dates was in it, right? No. But they had like a bowling alley, they had like a kids dental place there. So it was a little weird to kind of go back there and like, I don't know, it was weird. It was weird because the last time I was there was actually with a few friends celebrating my ex-sister-in-law's birthday, I think it was, and she had gotten her nipples pierced and she got like a tattoo or something. That's what she asked for her birthday. Interesting. But it was really weird being there again. But anyways, I got out there. It was pouring rain. You just don't know living here in Atlanta, just letting you know. You don't know what kind of weather you're gonna get, and it was pouring raining when I was making my way there. It was pouring raining when I left. It was really quick. I was the last one there, so it was nice to kind of have the whole place by myself. I didn't have to like deal with anybody, you know. I don't like being in like super crowded places. It's just not me. But immediately came home and like changed everything, because let me explain. I mean, obviously you saw what a retainer is. It's something made out of plastic. It's clear. I'm pretty sure you can find some not clear ones. I'm not really sure. But the whole point of a retainer is to make it seem like you don't have anything there, but there's something there to make sure that the hole does not close. Okay, so that day, all of that day, I had the retainers on, and let me tell you, I avoided looking at myself in the mirror because I was freaking out. It wasn't me. It was not me. And this is when I realized that these piercings are who I am. And I love them. I feel like they're so my personality. And immediately came home and put everything back. I wanted to change my Medusa, but I realized that I don't have that much jewelry for my Medusa. So I need to go on a few websites and like look up some Medusa jewelry. And yeah, so that's the update. I want to say what, let me see, November, December, January, February, March, April. So it's been 4 months. So it takes about 6 to a year for them to fully be healed. So obviously I put in my original jewelry on, and they're doing really good. I feel like I've been keeping up with them being clean and making sure that nothing is irritating them. I'm not putting any type of fragrance around that area with like my soap or anything. And you know, here and there I will move the bar so the water hits the bar, and you know, that gets clean. And I'm always checking just to make sure that there's no pus coming out from them. But I'm glad that my left one, I think it was my left one, where it like I would lay down a certain way and it would hurt, either left or right. Like it wasn't like just a particular way. And it wasn't like it hurt to the point where like, oh my god, it was so painful. It was more like it was just uncomfortable type of pain. But I'm a high pain tolerance person. I'm gonna tell you that. I realized that really quickly, because even my Heather, my piercer, she was like, girl, you didn't even like, you were so still. Even the guy who checked me out at the shop was like, what? You didn't even scream. I was like, are you supposed to scream? So that is my 3 to 4 months update. I am now able to feel more comfortable wearing just not as tight bras. I don't like wearing like push-up bras anymore. I feel like it's just too much. I mean, here and there, maybe if I have like a low v-neck shirt or something, I want my boobies to be a little bit out there, I will wear one, but I don't really need to wear one. Is it crazy that I wanted to get a boob job? At one point I was like, you know what, I can go up a size. Y'all, I don't think my back could handle a bigger size than this. Yeah, this is why my ass didn't have a kid, because I knew for a fact my boobs would be like the triple size of what they are now, and I don't want that. But anyways, that is it for my nipple update. I am planning on, once I get to the 6-month part, I'm planning on ordering some jewelry, and I'll show you guys. Obviously, I can't put them on. You guys know why. YouTube would fire me, and I don't want to be fired from YouTube. I'm not even getting paid by YouTube yet, so just letting you know. But I am going to plan on taking you guys to a little journey of getting my 4th ear piercing. And then also I might be planning on getting a tattoo. I know I gave you guys a little hint of getting a bear tattoo. I am planning on getting the same, not the same bear, but a bear type of idea, but something completely different, which I think is, for me, showing how much of healing I'm doing. And you're probably like, a bear? Yeah. I will explain later when I actually plan on getting this tattoo. So cheers, have a good day, take care. Let me know what you guys want to hear from me. I know you guys are saying sex story. They're coming. Just be a little patient with me, okay? Let the nipples rest. Dealing with a lot lately, you know, like having to take the jewelry out, the original jewelry out, putting the retainers and changing them again the same day. It's just a lot. Let's all just take a little break. And I'm thinking maybe next month I'm gonna start with the sex stories again, because I do miss them. It's part of who I am, and I do miss them. I feel like half of me is just not myself because I can't do any sex stories. You know what I'm saying? But next month will be 5 months, and I feel like, you know, I'll feel a little bit more comfortable kind of putting on bras and taking them off. And obviously I cannot wear any type of lace, because then that means I have to put on a pasty, and if I put on a pasty and then when I take it out, I just don't want to deal with that right now. I want to make sure that they're fully 100% healed, so then I can change the jewelry and I'll just be like, you know, okay, peace out, take care, see you guys in the next one, bye.